What was that? What? Was that you? Just now making all that racket? Racket? What means by a racket? What means by a racket? Goddamn mosquito! Aha! Anopheles quadrimaculans! Oh, you could tell by the jaw structure. Well, close that window. You want them to eat us alive?
I can't imagine why it was open in the first place.
Ramon Navarro collected Renaissance paintings. Were you aware of that? And yet, you say you were in the movies. What's wrong? Flaw in the furniture?
No. Mosquito!
They just don't make furniture the way they used to. No, sorry.
Your husband is not as good as Beethoven!
What?
Hi. That stand has my name on it.
Actually, I don't think he's as good as Haydn either.
Haydn?
Who is Haydn? Haydn from what?
Joseph Haydn was a composer. Miss Stein is trying to say that she feels he was a better composer than Mozart was.
What?
Why do you always hold the chair for her? At our meetings, you always hold the chair for her. Why? You're as good as she is.
No, I'm not. She is a queen. Ow! Oh, shit. Well, for Christ's sakes, what do you help me with this thing?
All right,
I'm going to break that goddamn piece of wood someday, I swear. What right has she got to walk into other people's room? What right has she got?
this isn't your room.
It's right.
Well, I was
Do you think this is right?
Well, it does tend to create the problem of space.
You bet your big cookie is done.
What I meant to say was, it's just as much her right as it is yours.
Oh, take it good! You made it! In the name of King Charles II, with special mention for Catherine, Marguerite, and Michelle. Without whose assistance this could not be possible. We honor you for the nobility and selflessness of your act.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well now, where to put it? I'll tell her where to put it. Oh, down! Oh, Sorry. God. Sorry.
And yet she wonders why she's never invited anywhere.
I said I was sorry.
You know, twice it's hit me on the head.
I said I was sorry, didn't I? Oh, honey. I'll tell you something. If you haven't gotten rid of that overgrown machete of yours by tomorrow, I'm going to personally take it, wrap it like a scarf around your goddamn neck. Well put. I said I was sorry.
Twice already it's hit me on the head.
What do you expect? She is out of her mind.
John, you know I wouldn't tell a lie. So believe me, this thing is enormous. Better off you left it somewhere else.
No. Maybe if we got her a smaller one.
That was a lot of fun.
No! Twice it's hit me on the head. Right here. And hard, too.
Shut up! She is out of her cotton-picking mind.
Johnny dear, oh. Listen for a, oh.
Johnny!
You know what? I don't think she's in there.
Now you know why they're friends. Honey, you're just a piece of wood.
Don't care.
Oh, if it weren't for the fact I bumped my hand, I'd swear I'd hit her right in the goddamn face.
John, darling, listen to me for a second.
John, be a nice girl for a minute and listen to Amelia. She has got something very important to say.
All right, go ahead.
Joan,
No, I'll never give it away.
No, not give it away, honey. Put it away, like in storage. No one's going to take the thing. Twice it's hit me on the head. Right here, and hard, too.
Believe me, John, it is a very dangerous thing you got there when you don't handle it right. It is a weapon, an absolute weapon. Don't care. It's mine. It came with the armor, so it stays with me, and you can't have it.
Joan, just...
Nor can you tell me what to do. So, ha, ha, ha. I don't know. I don't know. To me, it is one thing that she's out of her mind. But does she have to be such an idiot as well?
Afternoon, ladies. Sorry I'm late.
I think perhaps we should check the window. Also check the door.
It is my pleasure then to announce that the 6th annual meeting of the annual duly elected grievance and someday governing committee of Wing 5 Women's Section.
Yeah, for the women's section!
May now hopefully commence. The secretary will now read the minutes of our last meeting. Trudy, if you please.
The meeting was called to order at the usual time, all being present for the meeting, which was called to order at the usual time, in order that those meeting at the usual time, in order to meet at the usual time, might meet at the usual time, and thus be meeting then, and be a meeting then, and a usual one too. And thus the meeting, having been called to order at the usual time. Joan of Arc died in the dark.
Gertrude Stein can't what alive.
The meeting was called to order at the usual time. Madam President,
Minutes approved. Well, after all, there are more important things to discuss than your silly minutes.
Oh, you tell her, honey.
Objection!
Gertrude Stein looks like a swan.
Just wasting time to please her good old time.
Ladies, please!
Imagine Anopheles quadrimaculans.
You know they're giving a Nobel for less than this. The meeting was called.
They've been approved.
Gertrude Stein's doing fine.
I have here in my possession the record of... And as for you, Pro-Light, we will get to you in good time.
No. Movie star. The meeting was. They have been approved.
Miss Stein?
I move that the president be impeached.
Any seconds. Motion shelved.
Gertrude Stein's doing fine.
Joan of Arc, bang in the dark. Miss Earhart, the floor is yours.
Oh, Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony. Who is Susan B. Anthony? That she can rap her gavel and have women be like men. That is, quiet. Rap! Rap!
No, not there. I guess they're still hiding. The sun has fallen again.
That is to say, I am Amelia Earhart, and I want to get out of here. One of the main reasons for the fact is that I'm not insane. In fact, I'm not even exceptionally neurotic. I simply am Amelia Earhart, and I want to get the hell out.
Where are you gonna go, honey? The South Seas!
I'm growing old in here. Darling, none of us are growing any younger. All right. Check the records if you like. It's all down there. I'm not lying. July 2nd, 1937. That is the day I crashed right out there in the yard. July 2nd, 1937. It's all down there. Why should I lie? Look, my plane is still there. Isn't that proof enough? Well, true, they've turned it into a playground for lost children. True, it's not the plane it used to be. The Ask my trusted friend and pilot, Frederick the Great Noonan. Over there beyond those formidable walls, they've got him prisoner too. Send someone over and ask him. Ask him what my name is. Ask him where I used to live so long ago. Ask him if what I say isn't true. I really am telling you the truth, you see. I really am Amelia Earhart. And I'm growing old in here. Stop laughing at me. Stop laughing at me. Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing! Stop laughing at me!
Are we to assume that Miss Earhart would have us believe that Miss Earhart would have us believe that we are not whom we think we are?
But I am Amelia Earhart. That's the terrible thing, you see, I truly am.
And who am I? King Charles VII?
And who am I? F. Scott Fitzgerald? D.W. Griffith? Stanley Livingston?
Abraham Lincoln.
Mrs. Johann Sebastian Bach?
And if all that's true, then who is she, if not beautiful Isabella of ancient Spain?
Christopher Columbus, maybe. Isabella.
Yes, who is she? Who is she?
I don't know.
Amelia Earhart is a dear heart. The chair recognizes that noted hunter, Osa Johnson.
Explorer, honey.
I meant explorer.
Yeah. I have a letter here from Miss Neil Savalas from room 82. She says...
We know what she says. She says it every year.
But Miss Neil Savalas looks like a walrus.
I really don't think, Mrs. Johnson, that it is necessary for us to go into this matter again. And I say that only because to discuss her problem would be, in effect, to do nothing but waste our time. To quote, if I may from memory, Mrs. Nia Sabalris, the dilemma of my life is that I am convinced that I have never been born.
Well,
As we all know, not 2 months ago, there was obtained through the efforts of this committee and a certain handsome young doctor, a bona fide birth certificate proving beyond the shadow of a doubt that Mrs. Nia Savalas had, in fact, already been born. Now, of course, it's possible she may want more proof, but that, I think, is a little pushy. One birth should be enough for anyone, and since she's already had it, I say the lady has no more problems.
Except, of course, she's stark raving mad.
recognizes Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc died in the dark.
Gertrude is fat! That is why she looks like a swine.
The chair recognizes Joan of Arc.
Well, here is the problem. What is to be done about my voices? They are bothering me!
Objection. Well, I think, well, I don't actually know much about these things. You understand. So I suppose I shouldn't talk.
On with it, honey.
Well, I think that this is the sort of thing the committee just can't help with. That is, to me, it's the sort of thing you must, well, somehow figure out for yourself. That's all.
But you see, I wasn't expecting any help. I don't think I wanted it even. I would have appreciated a little, you know, guidance in the matter.
Joan of Arc died in the dark. Joan of Arc died in the dark. Joan of Arc died in the dark.
How are all my lovely ladies doing on this fine day? Getting along well, I trust? You must keep the windows closed, girls. told you that many times. Yes, many times. Sure. Come on now. Chins up. All three of them. Now where's that lovely girlish smile? No. Oh no, not the itty-bitty smile. No, I mean the big, big smile. That's it. Now you see? All then. Well, just what do you suppose I'm going to say to all of you? Well, this is what I'm going to say. If you ladies don't behave yourselves, you'll never have another meeting. And do you know what that means? Well, for one, it means you'll never again be allowed to make suggestions to us about things that you think should be done, or improved, or looked after. And it also means that all those lovely ladies who elected you to this nice committee, who placed in you all their hope and trust. Yes, all those nice ladies will then hate you forever. Well, having said my little piece, I think it's about time you all got back to your little meeting. I bet there must be just all sorts of fine things you set your hearts on accomplishing. Hello. Not too stuffy in there for you, is it? Well, carry on then. And remember, decorum is the word. Spell it as it sounds.
Cigarette.
Thanks. Cigarette?
Thanks. Cigarette?
Thanks.
Cigarette.
Thanks. Cigarette?
Thanks. Cigarette? 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 in Borneo. They never heard of Barrymore or Calvin Coolidge. Martin showed them movies. One day the projector broke. That's when they ate our cameraman. I don't think that was very nice.
I was browsing through Mechanics Illustrated the other day.
My pants are getting lusty.
It said the French.
The who?
The French.
Oh, don't like the French.
It said the French.
They let me down, they did.
It said the French.
No, don't like the
Well, it
French.
said the French. I got this train that travels 90 miles per hour. Now, steam locomotives, or puffing billies, as we used to call them, they only went 20. 90's much faster! That lecture said nearly enough time! Why? There I be, flat on the tracks, and just beginning to slip out the ropes when clickety-clack! No! Things are far too dangerous nowadays. I think I'll stay right here, if you don't mind.
It is approved! My pants are getting lusty!
A riddle. If Pablo still ate pablum and Ernest were more honest, would Alice still feel malice? That's the riddle. That is my riddle. To be married to Mozart. But a life that is to live. Imagine a man like that. A genius, a god, and my husband, all at the same time. Well, I'll tell you, there are not many women in the neighborhood as lucky as that. Sometimes during the festivals, the natives would eat their friends. Oh, we were told this was an honor, but Martin and I, we just never made friends that easy. That's just the way it was with us.
And well, we're at it. What is to be done about my voices? Yes! Tell me that!
Oh, I loved Elizabeth Cady. And Elizabeth Cady loved me. And when she was nearly 80, sweet Cady, she still loved me.
To hell with my pants! What is to be done about my pants?
Susan B. Anthony. Who is Susan B. Anthony? Who is Susan B. Anthony? Who is Susan B. Anthony?
The right to sleep is given to no woman. You gave me those lines, Trudy, and the mother of us all. A marvelous play, I think. The right to sleep is given to no woman. Yes, Trudy, how pertinent those lines are even today.
His Amelia, she was a really good pilot. Not much of a navigator, but a really good pilot. Yes, you just asked Fred.
I hate. What if I cigarettes without matches? That's what I hate. It's so.
You are absolutely right, darling. Smoking is just not the same when you don't have smoke.
One of the main troubles with a suit of armor, which you rarely think so, is that it's really hard to tiptoe around it. Just thought I'd mention it. Don't know why.
I'm going to break that goddamn piece of wood! No!
Yes. think I'll stay right here, if you don't mind. Right here is home enough for me.
Susan B. Anthony. Who is she? Susan B. Anthony. Who is she?
Well, out with the old business, in with the new. The chair recognizes Pearl White. I have here the record of hostile occurrences kept as requested by our president, Miss Anthony. January 4th, 8:15 a.m. Miss Marianne Sweet Turnback of room 721 reports definite sensations of belligerency directed toward her while sitting at the breakfast table eating her 30-second bowl of porridge. As a result, vomits into it. When asked who was sitting with her at the time, she replies, only the cook. Conclusion, source of, belligerency unknown. January 12th, 8:21 p.m. While singing something called a madrigal. What's a madrigal? Go on with your report. Madrigal for the Music Appreciation Society of Ward 6.
Yeah, for the Music Appreciation Society of Ward 6.
Mrs. McGraw and Miss McBurner report definite feelings of homicide. That's murder! That's right. Directed toward them. As a result, cease singing at once. Homicidal feelings later verified. Validated. Go on with your report. By their accompanist.
Piano player, honey.
Miss McFacton, though, strangely enough, denied by those ladies of the Music Appreciation Society who happened at that moment to be sitting in the room. What's a madrigal? April 3rd, sometime around noon. Miss Amanda DeWerkenwick, Alston Cartwright of Suite 823, 824, 825, and 826 reports definite sensations of hostility. I know what that is.
Bet your sweet ass you do.
Directed toward her while collecting money for her annual Whitsuntide pageant. Miss Alston Cartwright rightly concludes that since Whitsuntide is a religious event, this hostility could not have emanated from any of the ladies she'd solicited money from, which was, as usual, everyone in the ward.
Yeah, and it left me without a penny.
Oh, not as bad, honey, as whatever left you without a grave.
In short, then, these conclusions all prove that no source can be found for the various feelings of hatred, hostility, jealousy, belligerency, and revenge known to exist. The conclusion, then, the source must come from outside our ward, or, in other words, the men's ward, which none of us have ever seen, and is therefore most likely.
I helped her with it.
You
Why didn't we get the report sooner? After all, you know, it's what we're really here for. To save our lives before they attack, which could be any minute.
That will most likely occur at night.
The dead of night.
Oh, just incredible.
I beg your pardon.
I said it's just incredible.
What's incredible?
All this nonsense.
The proposal is now open for discussion. Miss Earhart,
How do we know that the men's ward is going to attack?
this is a matter of survival, Miss Earhart, not a matter for jest.
Then tell me how you know the men's ward is going to attack.
Miss White's report just explained it to you.
I'm sorry I couldn't follow its logic.
What? Are you trying to imply, Miss Earhart, that our lives are not in danger?
I'm only implying, Miss Anthony, that if they are in danger, then perhaps it's due to something or someone else.
Such as what?
Such as...
She's just wasting time. Don't listen to her.
Right. The meeting will now continue. If there are any other... Miss Earhart, would you mind very much not grinning at me like that?
So then no one's going to answer my question then,
Will someone please answer Miss Earhart's idiotic question? How do we know the men's ward is going to attack?
We simply know. That's how.
Right, we simply know.
We simply know.
We simply know. Whew. I trust that answers your question.
Oh yes, thank you. Indeed it does.
Besides, you know, for quite some time now, my voices have been telling me,
Joe, fix your pants.
they are getting much too rusty. And they have been telling me, John, any day now it will all be over. The attack will come.
All right, ladies, what are we going to do?
Attack first, I say. Strike them while the kettle's boiling. As the cannibal used to put it. Oh, get them on goes good.
But
Would that look right? It'll look a damn sight better, honey, than waiting on our asses till they attack us.
she means, forgive me, dear. She means, I think, if we attack the men's ward first, unprovoked, so to speak, wouldn't we lose a lot of privileges as a result?
Exactly. Like bowling, for instance, which is something that means a great deal to me. Laugh if you like.
And our annual Christmas party, I bet we'd lose that too. And I love that party. I love Christmas.
What about our movies twice a month? I bet we wouldn't see any.
Oh, just incredible. We'd lose a lot of things that way, I'm afraid.
Yes, Mrs. Johnson, I am afraid we would.
And I'm afraid you do me an injustice. I've got no intention of attacking unprovoked. You don't. You see, I've spent my whole life among wild animals. And when you do that, honey, after a while you get to love them. And when you do that, honey, you don't like to kill them unprovoked. You don't like to kill them, shall we say, just for the fun of it. You don't like to kill them for the trophy. Oh, no. Mother Necessity pulls a trigger on your golden-plated elephant gun. When you kill for either two reasons. You kill because you're being attacked by tigers, let's say. Or you kill because you're hungry! Well, you get the point. Now I say we ain't strong enough to wait for the men's war to attack us. Unless, oh, of course, you feel like dying in the process. Which means we're the ones who gotta do the attacking. But I also say it's no good to attack without sufficient provocation.
Which would mean we could lose a lot of privileges, right?
Right. Therefore, what we need is sufficient provocation.
Oh.
And here's how we get it. We get it through hunger and thirst. The second of the two justifiable reasons for killing, which I've found. And this. And this is the gist of the plan. For the next 3 days, we will refuse all food and drink offered. Then, on the 4th, we will, with God on our side, invade the men's ward and eat them. And then, oh, afterwards, drink their blood.
The proposal is now open for discussion.
A question. Do I assume correctly when interpreting Mrs. Johnson's proposal as implying or better yet presupposing that we, how shall I say it, that we kill the men first?
Madam President, the chair, in an effort to maintain parliamentary order, will assume Miss Earhart's question was raised in good faith, in which it interprets Mrs. Johnson's proposal, and stop me please, Mrs. Johnson, if for some reason I am wrong. It interprets Mrs. Johnson's proposal as suggesting that yes, we kill them first.
It would be very difficult to do it well the other way.
What's your interest in this, honey? Having some fun?
Oh, no question of fun involved. Just a writer's curiosity. That's all.
The proposal is now open for discussion. Ladies. Mrs. Mozart, yes.
Well, first of all, let me say that I think the most important thing about this plan is that at least it is a working plan. It is a place to begin, and God knows that is just what we need. Nevertheless, I think there are some problems inherent. First, it is not by a long shot what I call kosher meat, but then I'm more reformed than orthodox, so it's really not that bad. Second, with so many big men over there, how do you expect little women like us to finish them all? What I mean is, what would we do with the extras? Why, wrap them up, of course, and save them for later.
Madam President! Might I remind you, Miss Earhart, that there is not much time left, and we cannot afford to waste that time on your little jokes.
I'm afraid she has a point, though.
Now,
You fool!
Amelia Earhart is a dear heart.
Mrs. Mozart, believe it or not, is the one that has the point.
I thought I did. Well, don't keep us in the dark, for heaven's sake. What is it?
The point is this. As it is quite true that we never be able to eat them all, yet would obviously have to kill them all. Those left dead but uneaten would appear, I'm afraid, to have been killed just for the fun of it, not the necessity. Those left dead but uneaten would appear as our trophies,
and we lose our privileges after all.
Madam President, ladies, my plan is no good.
Well, I say if you can't have a moose head on the wall, a good man will do just fine.
Well, any other ideas? Girls, I don't think I need to remind you that the matter is urgent. Girls, our lives are at stake.
Just incredible, the whole thing is just...
What to do about Columbus? That is what concerns us most. Ferdinand Isabich, we don't need Aragon. Columbus is the thing. What to do about Columbus? That is the thing. Not that he'll reach India. For India lies east, not west, as every school child knows. But, and the world may well lie west. And if it does, you can bet that fat idiot will find it! Never sailed before in his life, you know. No knowledge at all of navigation. In fact, terrified of the sea. Well, that's the sort that's dangerous! Land ho! We can hear him cry. His boat run aground in the night and probably on some lovely bomb-sheltered beach. Land ho!
Captain,
Says his first mate softly.
I think we best repair our ship.
In the morning, Columbus descends to see just what it is he's run into. Finds 400 bare-breasted maidens drinking coconut milk and cries, "Curse my luck! This isn't India!" Yes, curse his luck! A new world found, a new world for us to deal with. And oh my God, here we are, Queen of Spain! And not yet figured out what to do with this one.
Well, I knew we'd find a way. Really? I have a plan, yes.
We're gonna live?
If we are, however, then mark this. Our living will depend on strength, on silence, and on sacrifice. Our living will depend on you.
Uh-oh.
Ladies, I know how sad it is that times such as these do not lend themselves to lesser problems, and the problems to easier solutions. It is a difficult era, this one in which we live.
I trust the secretary got that one down.
The meeting was called to order at the usual time. Time for the plan.
Better get back and get those ones down too. Mustn't have the minutes incomplete. All set, honey. Fire away.
No, don't like the French. They let me down, they did.
Well, here is the plan.
And you, be a nice girl, Amelia. This is a matter of life and death.
Since, as you all know, we cannot afford to attack the men's ward first, yet, and for obvious reasons, cannot afford to wait until they attack us. The only thing to do, clearly, is to make sure there is no attack. In other words, ladies, to ensure our safety, we must make the men believe we are stronger than we really are.
Do you mean bluff them?
Well, I prefer to think of it as frighten them, if you see what I mean.
Oh, clear as day.
Oh, Miss Earhart. If only you could know how thrilling it is to me as president of this committee to know that there is one amongst us as perceptive as you. For those others, however, not quite as fortunate. And I must say, I number myself among these. I will now take the time to explain a little further. Try to make my plan a little clearer. Amelia, my dear, please try and bear with us. Ladies, what we must do is kill someone.
Huh?
What? Kill someone?
Yes, kill someone. Anyone at all.
But I thought we decided
Shut up! Yes, ladies, I don't mean kill one of them. I mean...
I give up! Look, I don't think that this is the smartest thing to do.
My parents are getting lusty!
This call to order.
Ladies! Be patient for a minute, please. Now, just think of this. A body. For argument's sake, mine, sent in the dead of night, arriving at the men's ward, first thing in the morning. Signatures attached. Well, I ask you, would that be a warning or wouldn't it? Would that be a show of strength, of power, of intention, or wouldn't it?
Well, you know, with all those signatures attached, it might be rather impressive at that.
Amelia, for God's sake, this is no time to joke around. Furthermore,
If that didn't work, then we could send another in the afternoon. Then perhaps another the following morning. Yes, they'd soon get the point. They'd soon realize that they could be next. Well, who shall it be?
I thought I heard you suggest yourself.
That was just an example. Ladies,
Joan of Arc's the one! Yes, I second that!
Gertrude Stein will now be mine.
I changed my vote to Pearl White!
That's it.
what? Mrs. Mozart, Mrs. Mozart, look at her! She'd be better yet. What?
Yeah, it'll teach her to make that goddamn racket! I can't fuck me for a racket!
Look, I think maybe you should consider,
Osa Johnson. Let's kill Osa Johnson. Let's all kill Osa Johnson.
my choice, exactly.
If you come near me and
Kill Osa Johnson. Let's all kill Osa Johnson.
I'm gonna bring your little blonde neck once and for all!
Gertrude Stein! I changed my vote to Gertrude Stein.
Yes, Gertrude Stein.
Not Osa Johnson. Gertrude.
Mrs. Mozart!
Miss
Gertrude Stein. Gertrude Stein.
So no one's going to mention poor Isabella?
Isabella.
Oh, so she does hear.
So she does hear.
Ladies, ladies, my
wait a second. Just hold on. Just wait a second.
Dear, please try and understand. It's for the cause. It's for our lives. Self-sacrifice, you see, is the only way. So help us just this once, will you?
Okay, just wait a second. Look.
Amelia, please try and understand.
It's hard, I know, but believe me, it's the only way. And you know I wouldn't tell no lie. Okay, look, fun is fun, but this. But I really am Amelia Earhart. I'm telling you, I truly am. forget. Listen for a minute. Listen for a minute. Will you ever forget the day you began, Don Giovanni?
There she is.
I remember. I remember I touched your hand that morning. And I didn't know it then. But then when you looked at me with those two eyes of yours, yes, then when you looked at me with those two eyes of yours, I knew. And I said to myself, oh, my little Wolfgang, my Liebchen Wolfgang, today will begin. Don Giovanni!
I blame you. It's been a long day, curious day. Yes, curious day this has been. From the moment I got up, something in the air, like the women outside, for instance, lined up on the rocking chairs and laughing away. Well, they've done that before, of course, just laughing away. What is it they claim now? Oh yes, that the sun has gone forever, and now there will be only night. Look at the moon, they say. There isn't any tonight, I say, and then they grin. And they say, in those strange voices of theirs, go and check, and you will find the clocks have broken. Well, that can all be explained, of course. Someone at the clocks, no doubt, though only God knows why. Yet the curious way they say, we don't need the clocks anymore. The way they say, they know the hour anyhow. And then laugh. Rock back and forth in those chairs. Oh yes, their eyes really are the thing. The lights were down. I guess a bulb had broken. and somehow their eyes, like cats' eyes, began to glow in the dark. Ladies, you must keep the windows closed! Must keep the windows closed.